It's Romeo Wednesday, and I'm so excited about it. I am going to show you how to use some of those fancy fonts to jazz up your designs because we like to take things to the next level. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, we are learning all about glyphs, and I'm going to show you how to use the Samantha Upright font. These are the two designs that I put together right there in Leonardo Design Studio. I did not have to leave the software to do this. I'm excited about that. Very excited about that. This is the other one. And I'm going to take you step by step through the process. At the end of this video, if you find it helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's get started. In addition to the Caesar Romeo, I also used 2 gray Gildan heavy cotton shirts, 3 colors of Caesar glitter vinyl, red, black, and purple. I used a Teflon sheet. The heat press is a StarCraft 8-in-1 swing away heat press that may be found at 143vinyl.com. Don't forget to use the code Delonda5 to save 5% off your purchase. The font is the Samantha Upright font that was purchased from Creative Fabrica. It is currently $17. The first thing I'm going to do is go down right here and select the T for text, and I'm going to type the word that I'm using for this design. What I want you to know is that once you type any text here in this center, you can click on the different font options on the left and you'll be able to see what your font will look like. I think this is a fantastic feature, but Leonardo Design Studio has taken this even to the next level because not only can you see what your text looks like, you can also see what the additional features and glyphs look like that are included with your different font options. So if I were to scroll down to that font, the one that is called Samantha Upright, you will be able to see that there are a lot of different glyphs that are included in that font. Now, I purchased that font from Creative Fabrica and I paid $19 for it. And in my opinion, it was $19 well spent. So here's the font. And this is what it looks like. Even in its basic form, it's still a really nice font. However, if I click right here on Show Glyphs, you will be able to see everything else that is included in that font. Now, there are a lot of different fonts that have additional glyphs. For example, if I were to just click on this one right here, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm sure I'll mess it up. This one has 362 different glyphs, and if I wanted to use those, I could. This one right here is called Saturday Night. This one has 336 different glyphs, but the one we're going to focus on is the Samantha Upright font. And what I'm going to do is type that word again, blessed. And I'm going to show you just how much I'm going to change it so you can see what that looks like. So what I'm going to do is let's focus on the B first. So I have the standard B. I haven't made any changes to it, but I can scroll down and look at all of the options that are available within the Samantha Upright font. I can look right here and see there are 2,713 different glyphs. So right here, I can see this one is curly. I can decide whether or not I like that one, or I can, choose a different B. I can look at this one. I really don't like that one. I can look at just all of these different B options. If I click on this one really stands out to me. I think it's beautiful. I actually think it's really, really pretty. And you can see just by looking at it, the difference is made when the font was just in its basic form. Now, what I also want to do is click on the D, because not only can I change this first letter? I can change really any of these letters, but with a word like this, it really would not make sense to change too many of the letters, but changing the B and the D takes that font to a whole new level. So let's look at changing the D at the end right there. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm looking for my lowercase d's. Okay. So let's look at the lowercase d's and see which one really stand out, which one we want to change it to. So I could go with this one. I think that one is really pretty. Let's see. I could go with something even more simple than that. I think that's really nice also. Let's look at this one. I think that one is very, very pretty. I think it's a nice complement to that B. Let's look at the one next to it and see how it's different. Okay, it's a little bit taller. I like that. So I have decided I'm going to go with this new version of the word blessed. I'm going to delete the first one. Now you can see I have show glyphs on. I have auto weld text on, which is I think I want to uncheck that. I don't want the text to be auto welded. I do want to click the option to bold this font, and let's click apply. Now I'm going to make this bigger because I definitely, I want this to be at least, I want this to have a width of like 10.5. Okay, so now my text is not welded, and you can see that there are cut lines once I'm hovering over the letters. So what I'm going to do is right click on this. I'm going to go to paths and I'm going to go to ungroup paths. And what I'm going to do is move the letters individually with my mouse. Okay, so I'm just taking the letters and I'm moving them over so that the lines will look a little bit smoother, because I really don't like the way they look right now. That one still needs to be moved a little bit more. Okay, and here's this one. Okay, and here's this one. Okay, I think that looks fantastic. I love the way that looks. Now, what I'm going to do is select the word. I'm going to right click on this, and now I want to weld it. But not only do I want to weld this, I also want to add an offset to this because I'm using 2 layers of glitter vinyl. So what I'm going to do is go down here to build contours. I'm going to select editable contour, cut only. I am going to include the holes, and I'm going to change the contour color just to red, just so we can see it. And I'm going to use the arrow key and go all the way up until I get to an offset that looks nice to me. I have found that 0.075 looks phenomenal. Okay, so I am going to select that. Now, I do want you to know that if I were to separate these 2 layers, both of these layers are what I would call filled in. And because I'm layering glitter on top of glitter, I don't want that background layer to be filled in. I want it to have more of an offset so that once I place this layer on top, that the glitter is not on top of the other layer of glitter. So I'm going to go to undo. And what I'm going to do here is select both layers, the red layer that's in the back and the black layer that's on top. I'm going to scroll down right here and I'm going to select the option for stamp keep. Okay, so now when I do that and I move that top layer, that bottom layer is an outline, and I think this looks phenomenal. Okay, so now I have that, and I think this looks really, really nice. And I'm going to go to arrange, and I want to center those just like that. And I like this size right here. So I'm going to right click on this and just group it just for now. And I'm going to go back and create another design because I There are so many things I could do with that font that I cannot just make one shirt. One shirt just would not be enough. All right, so let's go back in. Let's click text again. And we are going to play around with that Samantha Upright font again. So let's go back and type the word blessed. That's what it looks like in its basic form. But this time I'm going to choose a different B, okay? Because the first time I had a hard time choosing and I should not be limited, okay? So let's go back and let's look at the options for letter B. And this time I want to use this B right here. I'm still going to keep the text bold. I like it like that. And this time for the D, I want to use, let's scroll down and find a really nice D. Let's scroll down and see what options there are for letter D. Okay, let's go with this. I think that looks great. Let's click apply. And now it's red because that background layer is red. That was the last color I used, and that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to make this big. 10.8 is a little bit too big. Let's go with 10.5. Okay, and hopefully I did not have it on auto weld. Let me go back and look at that one more time. Okay, it was not on auto weld. Perfect. All right, so now I can look at this and tell I still have those lines. So I'm going to click on the text. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to paths and I'm going to go to ungroup paths. And I'm going to do the same thing I did over here, which is move the letters closer together in a way that really smooths it out and makes it just flow better and look nicer. Okay, just moving this over. I think this looks really nice. I love it, actually. Okay, I think that looks great. Well, this S, let's look at that. I just see a little tiny piece that I need to fix. I think, well, let me look at it one more time. You gotta be careful about how you move it. Okay, I like that. So now I'm going to select the text and I'm going to right click and now I'm going to weld it. I think that looks fantastic. And I'm still going to do the same thing I did the first time, which is build contours, editable contour, cut only, include the holes, and I'll keep the offset color as black, that's fine. And I will go all the way up to that 75, okay? And I think that looks really good. I'm going to click apply. And this time though, I'm just going to change the color, this top color. I'll change it to, oh, let's do the stamp option first. So let's select this. Let's go to down here and choose the option for stamp keep, so that once again we have an outline behind that. That's perfect. And let's get this. Let's select the whole thing. We will click arrange and we want to align it to the center. And let's group this and let's make this a little bit bigger because it's not big enough. I think that's good right there. Now I want to change that top layer, so I can go over here and I can, open that group up, or I can just, let me ungroup this right here. And I want to change this top layer. Uh-oh, let me undo that. I did not mean to do that. Let me ungroup that. Let's try that again. Maybe I did not do it. Okay, that red layer, let's go back to our color picker and change that to, let's just change it to purple. And really, it doesn't matter what I do here. What is going to matter is what happens on the mat. Now, over here on artboard and cutting mat, I am going to use a cutting mat, but I'm using the long mat, the large Caesar mat, which is 12 by 24. And I'm going to bring this back over, and I do need to right click and ungroup this also. Okay, and let's move this black layer. So we'll have our black layers together. We'll have this red layer down here at the bottom. And let's give this a second look. I guess it really would not matter, but let's just do this. We'll have this layer up here, and we'll have this to go with this. And then we'll have our second black layer right here. So I can put my black vinyl down together. And then we'll have this one down here at the bottom. I think this is going to look fantastic. I think this is going to look fantastic. Okay, so I think we are good to go. Nothing is in the way of anything else. Everything fits the way it's supposed to. I think this is going to be fantastic. Okay, so let's click Send Design. And let's see, all artwork that fits on the page. Don't separate by color. Okay, move each color, keep relative positions, use current. Let's click Use Current Matte Page Location. And let's see what happens when I click Send. I think all artwork that fits on the page. Let's see. Okay, no. So let's go back because I want everything to be together. Let's click Send again, and let's click Don't Separate by Color because I'm going to put my red vinyl at the top, then my black layer, and then my purple. Okay, so let's click Send again. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, so I just need to know what I'm going to put down here. So this will be a layer that will be black in the middle, and then this will be a different color at the top. Okay, and I do want to use the cutter's settings, and I am going to mirror this. And auto weed box. Do I want an auto weed box? I don't think I do. Standard Caesar standard blade. Yes. Connected to Romeo. Yes, it is connected. I want to click OK. Okay, so we are ready to click Send to Cutter. Everything I'll do from here will be back on the camera. I'm going to put my mat in my machine, and I'm going to do a test cut first. I have my cut speed on 10 and the force of 45, but before I send it through to do all that cutting, I'm definitely going to check to see if that's the right setting. I have my heat press heating up to 320 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have all 3 colors of my vinyl. I'm going to quickly get this weeded out. I will speed this part up. I have the middle. Three finger lengths. I actually could have made that offset a little bit thicker. Could have made that offset a little bit thicker. So just Teflon. Press this for about 10 seconds. Okay, Caesar is a hot or cold peel, so I can go ahead and peel this now. And look at how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Black. Layer it in there. Look at how gorgeous this is. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. I'm going to press it for the full time, 20 seconds. All right, let me zoom you in so you can see it. So you can see how beautiful it is. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous this is. Okay, I can go ahead and peel it Oh my gosh. You know I'm going to say I love it. You know I'm going to say I love it. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I could have made this a little bit bigger. I should have made it a little bit bigger. Let's press the other shirt. Got the crease down the middle. Here's my black layer that is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Could have been bigger, but gorgeous still. Press that for about 10 seconds, I guess. And go ahead and peel it. Okay. Now let's add the purple on top. And we will close it. Press it for the full time. All right, let's peel it and reveal it. Let me see. I can peel it for you. Look at that. It is gorgeous. You know I'm going to say I love it. I don't even know which one I love the most. I think I love both of them equally. They are gorgeous. I love them. Oh, hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.